Hello, everybody. I'm back. Today we are going to review WrestleMania. So let's just jump right in. All right, so I'm gonna do both nights as well because I'm not trying to do part one, part two. I'm just gonna do both nights anyway. So for the first match, we got Jey Uso versus Gunther. This match was it was mid. Let's be honest, it was pretty mid match. It's not like we didn't really expect anything from these two. Eh. It's pretty mid-match. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, but it was okay. It was it was what it's needed, I guess. It was an okay match. It was all right. So basically, it starts off kind of slow a bit. I kind of forget 'cause it's been a while, but I think Gunther was like tormenting Jay or whatever, and then yeah, they basically, it starts off kind of small, but then it picks up afterwards. And then yeah, and then basically at the end, Jay basically hits like five finishers on Gunther or something. I don't even know. He does like a bunch of super kicks, a bunch of like splashes, and then like spears. And then after that he does Gunther's like submission move, whatever it's called. And then he basically taps out in like 5 seconds, yeah. Um yes, then Jey Uso wins and he becomes your new world champion, new world heavyweight champion, and then Jimmy Uso comes and celebrates with him. And yeah, that's basically it. It's whatever. All right. Now second match, we got the Viking Raiders or the War Raiders, or they're called, versus the New Day. So anyway, this match was actually not that bad. I liked it. There were some pretty cool moves. Um, did a lot of cool stuff. It wasn't like a long match or anything, and which I liked. I liked how it wasn't like very long because nobody cared that much. This match was kind of like a bathroom break match. But anyway, yeah, the New Day end up picking up the win by cheating. I thought that was a pretty good move. I actually liked that. So the New Day win, and they're the new Raw Tag Team Champions. I don't know what the hell it's called. I don't know what it's called, like the World Tag Team Champions. I don't know. Anyway, the third match, I think it's Naomi versus Jade Cargill. I could be wrong. I don't really remember the order of the matches. I don't really remember the order of all the matches, so excuse if I get some things wrong. Um yeah, so anyway, um, yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so anyway, this match was actually like I didn't really watch a lot of it because I was kind of bored. I was kind of bored, but this match was actually pretty good for what it was. It was pretty good. They did some pretty cool spots. Jade and Naomi. I don't really remember that much because one, I didn't really watch it that much. I think I watched like a little bit. Yeah, because I was just kind of bored. I didn't really watch that much. And two, it was just like a while ago, so I don't really remember yeah, that much. But anyway, basically, yeah, they do a lot of cool moves, which was actually kind of surprising. I didn't expect the match to be really good, but the match was actually pretty good. Jade ends up picking up the win as she should. Jade should get the win because Naomi's a jobber. So yeah, Jade wins, and then yeah, that's that. Now I'm gonna go. Hold on. Sorry, I don't remember. Sorry, I don't remember the freaking other matches. So hold on. WWE, uh, WrestleMania 41 match card. One match card. Uh, I don't remember all the matches. What was the fourth match? What was the fourth match? I think it was LA Knight versus Jacob Fatu. I think so. Hold on, let me just see. There's like another. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So next is the United States Championship match. Um. Yeah. So next is the United States Championship match. So basically, I thought this was a pretty good match. Nothing like crazy, anything like that. It was also kind of short. I feel like a little bit too, which I'm fine with. I don't think it needs to be like 30 minutes long. Anyway, yeah, as expected, not anything crazy, but a pretty good match, a pretty good match. Both those guys put on a pretty good match. LA Knight obviously expected because he's awesome. I love LA Knight. And Jacob Fatu is actually pretty good in the ring too. He's not bad. So yeah, definitely. So yeah, those two can put on a good match together. And I like the spot especially where LA Knight, it's like Jacob Fatu. I think he goes for the whatever it's called, what was it called? Oh yeah, the moonsault. He goes for the moonsault, and then LA Knight does the BFT like on him while he's doing the moonsault, which kind of reminded me of like the Randy Orton RKO when he RKO's Evan Bourne and he goes like the thing when he does the shooting star press. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. So yeah. So yeah, anyway, Jacob Fatu ends up picking the win. Pretty was kind of disappointed that LA Knight's reign wasn't it wasn't that good. Like I feel like his reign, like his second reign, was just to put over Jacob Fatu, which is kind of disappointing because I love LA Knight and I think he deserves to be a world champion. But he's fighting for the U.S. title again at Backlash, so I don't know if that'll ever happen, unfortunately. But it is what it is, right? Now next is El Grande Americano versus Rey Fenix. So unfortunately, of course, Rey Mysterio got injured. He couldn't wrestle. So then Rey Fenix had to take his place. And then basically what ended up happening, I thought the match obviously for what it was good. It was really good. Chad Gable and Rey Fenix put on a good match. I didn't really watch a lot of it. I'm gonna be honest with you because I was just not interested. It was just a bathroom break match. For me. Like it was just a bathroom break match for me. I didn't really care about it. But yeah, but I did think it was a good match though. Like Ray Phoenix and freaking uh El Grande Americano, aka Chad Gable. I mean, who knows, right? But they those two can put on a really good match. So I was really, I thought it was good for what it was. As expected. So anyway, next is the women's championship match: Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte Flair. Okay, so about this match. I'm gonna be honest, like, okay, it wasn't bad at all. They did some cool spots. There were some good spots, but let's be honest, man. This match was so overhyped. This match was so freaking overhyped. Like, they had all these promos and stuff. It got so personal. But then, like, in the ring, it's just like nothing really happened. Like, they did put on the match was decent, but like, we thought this match was gonna be like a blood match, some like not like a strong like rivalry match. This was just like a regular ass match. Like it didn't feel like there was any tension between the two. Which kind of sucks. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I thought it was gonna be like they were gonna like beat the crap out of each other and then like I don't know maybe like while the ref's not looking like grab a weapon and hit each other or something. I don't know something like that. I mean, they were presenting it as like they hated each other so much, you know. But I mean, it is what it is. Tiffany wins. Good for her. She beat Charlotte Flair. It's whatever. It's whatever though. The match was, decent, decent. Next is probably my favorite match of the WrestleMania card. This is probably my favorite match of the WrestleMania card. 100%. Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns and CM Punk. I mean, actually, Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. Sorry. This match was amazing. Like 10 out of 10. I loved this match. This match was so good. Like, dude, like the story leading up to the match was kind of trash. Like, I will admit that. But after, oh my God, was so amazing. The match itself was great. It was amazing. It was so good. The match itself was so good. And like the story that they put into the match too was good as well. Like, not the story itself was kind of trash. But how they incorporated the story into the match was just so, so good and so well done. It was just amazing. Oh yeah, by the way, CM Punk with this Fire Burns entrance was awesome. Like it was great. And then Living Color singing the Cult of Personality song, it was great. But dude, this match was amazing. Like 10 out of 10. Like this match like saved the WrestleMania card. I can't even lie. Like it was so good. I love how Paul Heyman just like betrays him at the end, gives Seth the chair, hits him with the chair, curb stomp, cover 1, 2, 3, Seth wins, as he should have. Seth deserves to win that match. Oh man, such a good match though. I loved it. I loved all the like shield spots too. Like they were about to do the power bomb, and then like Roman just like uppercut Seth. He's like, I'm gonna do it by myself. Power bombs Punk through the thing, the table. Oh, which is so good, so well done. 10 out of 10, amazing. All right, and that's it for night one. Now I'm gonna move on to night two. So night two started off with a triple threat women's match. So, yeah, so this match was again, this match was actually really, really good. Like really good. This match was really good. I really liked this match. I thought it was amazing. It was really good for what it was. This unfortunately, the story going into the match was really bad. It was yeah, it was probably like it was probably really bad, which is the only reason why I don't put this like over the main event of night one, just because like, the match was really good. The match itself was really good. I didn't expect it to be so good, but it was so good. But the problem is just like, I don't know. The story just wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? The story just wasn't there. But anyway, Io Sky won as she should, and yeah, I'm happy about this match. This match I thought was really good. I just wish that the story was just better. That's it. Sin City Street Fight. Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I did not really like this one. I don't know. I didn't really like this one. I felt like they didn't utilize the match as much. They didn't utilize all the things that they could have done in the ring. There was obviously some good spots which I liked. Especially the end where Drew McIntyre claymores Priest's head through the chair. But they didn't like I feel like they didn't really like utilize everything. It was kind of like a basic street fight match, even though it was being presented as like they hated each other. A year in the making, as Drew McIntyre said, but whatever. Anyway, Drew picks up the win. Yeah, he picks up with the win, and I guess whatever. Match was kind of mid. I can't lie. I wasn't that interested. Now time to go for the fatal four-way. Dominic versus Braun versus Finn and versus Penta. Dude, I love this match was really good. I loved how it was a short match, but it was explosive, really good. I feel like all these guys did really well in the match. The match I thought was really good. I love the table spot, I think, where he speared. I forgot who it was. He speared somebody through the table or something, or onto the table. But whatever. It was just really good. I really loved the match. These guys did really well. Thought this match was great. Again, the only thing that lacked was the story, but I feel like for this match, you don't really need much of a story because I don't know. It was kind of just like whatever, you don't really need a match. You don't really need a story for this kind of match. But this was a really good match, and I'm actually kind of happy that Dominic won. I think Dominic kind of earned it. I like Dominic. I'm really good. I'm really glad that he won. Love that guy, and yeah, happy for him. Anyway, next is Randy Orton versus the mystery opponent, which is Joe Hendry, man. I feel like some people saw it coming. I actually didn't really see it coming. I thought it was gonna be like a new guy, or like people were saying Aleister Black or something because he was coming back, or like Rusev. But yeah, it's Joe Hendry. Uh, I liked it. I liked this match. It was a really short match. Which I think which is good. I think it was good that Randy Orton like dominated the match. I thought it was pretty good. But yeah, I liked the match. It was more of like a segment really than a match. It wasn't really much of a match. It was mainly like a segment. But like yeah, anyway, Joe Hendry actually got some offense too on Orton, so it wasn't like it was a complete squash match. But after like an RKO, he gets pinned, and yeah, Orton wins, and then he RKO's him again. Yeah, it's pretty much to be expected, right? Like it's not like supposed to be anything crazy, as expected. Anyway, like this match, pretty good. The next match, which damn, I'm kind of surprised about. Logan Paul and AJ Styles. That match was surprisingly disappointing. I'm not gonna lie. That was a surprisingly disappointing match. Like, I don't know, I just felt like they didn't utilize everything. The match kind of took a while too to pick up. Logan Paul's kind of dominating too. I don't know. I didn't really like the match. I thought it was like, not that good. It could have been better, I'm gonna be honest. Anyway, yeah, Logan Paul ends up getting the win over AJ Styles, as I feel like he should. 'Cause AJ Styles is kind of like an he's old now, and Logan Paul, he needs some wins. He needs some wins. Anyways, this is actually oh wait, actually wait, no, sorry. So next match is WWE Women's Tag Team Title match. Yeah, so Lyra Valkyria and Bailey gets injured. So yeah, so Lyra Valkyria versus Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, and the mystery partner for Lyra is Becky Lynch. Becky Lynch, guys, it's Becky Lynch. So yeah, anyway, um. I mean, I don't know. I didn't really watch that much of the match. I'm gonna be honest. I got kind of bored. I think I had to like go take a dump or something during this match. But basically, Lyra and Becky pick up the win. It doesn't really matter because like literally the next night, yeah, like literally the next night, Raquel and Liv like get to win the titles again, and win the titles again. And Becky turns on Lyra. Nobody cares. I didn't really care that much. Okay, and then Stone Cold Steve Austin basically returns. Doesn't really matter. He basically gives like the like how many people are in attendance. I think, and then there was this one scene though where there's one part though where he accidentally hit somebody with his what do you call that? Like a buggy? I don't know. Whatever the thing that he drives. He hit some kid with it accidentally, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Are you okay?" Basically, yeah, that's it. Anyway, so the undisputed WWE Championship match, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. This match was terrible. This was probably one of the worst main events of all time. This match was terrible. Like it was terrible. It started off slow and it ended slow. Like there was like no pickup or anything like that. It was a slow match through and through. Nothing interesting happened. And the thing that really like made pissed me off the most was Travis Scott basically ruined the match. Like he basically he had like a 4 minute entrance. He like I don't know what, but like he like comes into the ring, Cody like, beats him up, he gives him a crossroads, which is good, which is good. And then but then like he basically I forgot what happened, but I think Travis Scott hits Cody Rhodes at the end. I could be wrong, but I think what happened was he hit Cody Rhodes with like that hardcore title that he had. I kind of forget. Oh no, sorry. No, that's not what happened. No. Shoot. He grabs the ref. No, actually wait, that happened before he got Crossroads. Whatever. Anyway, basically, I forgot what happened, but something happens that has to do with Travis Scott. John Cena basically kicks Cody in the balls and then hits him with the title, and then he wins. This was like probably the worst main event I've ever seen. I don't know if this was the worst main event of all time, but 100% this was the worst main event I've ever seen in my life. Like this was terrible. This was absolute like garbage. And yeah, like I'm not even saying this because like The Rock wasn't there. I mean, I feel like The Rock should have been there, but like it was just terrible. Like the match itself was just terrible. Anyway, yeah, so if I were to rate this whole WrestleMania card, I'm gonna give it like I don't know, like a 4 out of 10. This was like a 4 out of 10 pay-per-view, or maybe a 5 out of 10. No, I'm gonna give it a four. I'm sorry, I can't be gracious. This WrestleMania was bad. It was bad. I'm gonna get a 4 out of 10, just because of the night one main event. Really, just because of the night one main event. That was really the only like the night one main event was really the only like WrestleMania feel match in my opinion. Other than that, though, it was pretty much garbage. The card was pretty much garbage. I'm sorry. Bet terrible. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment what do you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. Wait, okay.